there's a lot of scenarios that like uh, it's nice to take a break from PM. To be honest, like at least like online competitive, it is a very different environment. I think it's a lot easier to get, as Parker says, tight. Um,
Mm.
but I don't know. I think I'm pretty much with you. I once we can go in person and make things easy, it will be hard to come back to this because boy, it will be so nice.
Yeah. It feels kind of like being stuck in an awkward middle ground right now, where like, okay, we're doing net play things, but we're also going to start up doing offline things, and like now I feel not totally used to CRT, but feel off about net play after playing a bunch of CRT.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
a
And
weird middle ground now.
switching back and forth between them. I know there are players who like net play a warrior it up for most of the week and then just go to like one tournament or even less sometimes. But I don't know. I think once I'm given the option, it's just locals are so nice, not even just for the game, but just for like the environment and like I think Smash tournaments are so much more than the competition.
For sure.
Also,
I
I'm
mean,
trying to
there's things I enjoy about net play and being online and all that
yeah.
that aren't there for in person, but it's just so much better to be in person. And I would like to be able to do like a bit of both.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I think it would be a good idea for us to keep alive our online scene, even if we're in person.
it's helped to
Um,
grow things a lot because there are people like Peanut who it's not easy to get places when they're far
yeah,
away. And also like, I've enjoyed getting to know people from other scenes
yeah,
during
exactly.
this time.
I think that's super fair. I'm honestly surprised that we didn't see more of the Northern Ontario scene because they I think they are still somewhat active, but uh, they're they're a very like insular community. I think a lot of them don't travel a lot. They just play within their region.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
anyways, we're talking
Cerrito.
about. You're right. Well, I said Northern, but yes,
He is
um,
northern, he's Ottawa.
Ottawa. Come on, like you would sooner define Ottawa as Eastern than you would Northern. Um, but I do hope the Ottawa scene can come back a bit. I know Preemptive's been looking to play some. Dash might be coming back. I've heard. I don't think Ruska is coming back, but if they can get a couple more players, it can definitely be a nice scene and definitely a nice card to come out to events. But again,
Yeah.
we're talking so much about our Ontario players, we're ignoring our
No,
American friends.
literally neither of these are Ontario players. See,
Exactly.
people we get to know who we wouldn't have known as well.
To be fair,
Pre.
Zoe, I think Zoe's been honorary Ontario for a minute,
I think
but
especially so now. Like I remember even before it wasn't as much as now.
yeah.
Obviously, all being stuck at home and all that. Rapmonster. What do you know about Rapmonster?
Very little. Although I didn't think they were a Mario.
He is a Luigi player.
Yes.
He's working on a Mario secondary apparently. Uh, I believe he's 15 years old, and he's
Yeah.
been playing PM for 1 year, and he's already like taking huge names and stuff with his Luigi. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I think if anything, I think that a lot of like teenagers are at an advantage in a lot of scenarios because like there is a uh time freedom that like you get when you are like young and not working that definitely can disappear for a lot of people when they're either working at 9 to 5 or even just working whatever their hours are because it's just energy, it's mental energy to like improve, and a lot of people find that improving is a luxury of time
It's
sometimes.
interesting too, because years ago when the scene was younger, like we were most people I think were around like those 20 or even a little younger than 20 or
Yeah,
whatever.
like
And
I
like
I'm
now
I'm
we're
a
all
yeah, exactly. I'm a bit above the average, and I'm 25, but uh, like I think that like most of the so much of our community formed around Mixmaster 4. Like I know like 10 people in our scene who are active that all say Mixmaster 4 was their first tournament, which is why hey Mixmaster 5. I think a lot of us are nervously very excited for the
nervous anticipation.
exactly yeah we're
Like, will it,
well.
it has a lot to live up to, right? I would assume. When you take on a name like that.
Oh, that's interesting. Apparently, Ruska tweeted that he's coming back to PM once offline is back. That's cool, actually.
Wow.
I will, I will definitely be down for gain gain more raw play, but to be honest, just gain more PM players.
Yeah.
Ruska was a huge important part of the Ottawa scene for a while. Um, just because he was like doing a lot of the TOing work, and he was maybe not driving everyone, but definitely like setting up most of the rides.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, Ruska was really, really important to the Ottawa
He
scene's
also
growth.
he also makes it even harder for people to get on PR. He's very good. He's
Is
very
that,
good.
is that how you see good players? Just another wall.
No.
Now I will point out that again I've not updated the score, but to be honest, this is the issue. I like to say whenever I'm with Leviticus that we're more of an easy listening podcast than we are a commentary team.
I mean, I really enjoy doing actual commentary because to me part of it is like you're analyzing gameplay. It helps think about stuff a lot,
I
and
think that's
hopefully
true.
gives something for the people watching it back.
I think that's definitely true. I also think that there is something to be said of for a lot of people if this is like the only Ontario event, that sometimes it's just nice to sort of create a nice environment more than just focusing on grinding, especially because there are people who like net play more or less. But I will say Rapmonster holding his ground a lot more
Yeah, he
in this
got
game than the last
three
one.
stocks last game. I
Yeah.
will say I have never faced a player who adapts faster than him.
Oh really? Okay.
Never. I, I, after one game, the things I'm doing will stop working because he'll figure out what to do. I think that's
Yeah.
why he's gotten so good so fast, is he learns what
I
characters and players are doing so quick.
I will say he's giving some weird DI to Zoe's combos. Was holding in against some of those fairs and very much not paying off.
This is
Just
not a good matchup for Mario.
it isn't, but at the same time, like you have to be able to play it, and it's also a weird matchup for Luigi, so you got to do something about it.
Yep.
I think swords in general just are can a lot of Mario characters can actually. I was about to say just the Mario Bros, but Wario can struggle with swords, Bowser can struggle with swords.
Shoutouts to Yoshi.
Just Yoshi. Yoshi exists.
Yoshi eats them swords up. Well, actually, he like.
Yeah. I think it seems like Rapmonster isn't as comfortable with his edge guarding game versus Marth yet, which is funny because I think that Mario's got quite a good edge guarding game just with invincible back airs, as well as like the presence of fireballs to like force your opponent's height of recovery.
He's sidestepping a lot. I don't know how much of that is missed inputs and how much of that is like intentional. I did see last game Zoe punish one of those, like, you know, when you knock someone down in the corner, they get up
Yeah.
and then they'll sidestep.
Yeah.
That was nice. Reverse up air.
Yeah, not gonna have. Oh, okay. I was gonna say Mario's up B might save her.
Is he trying to
But
footstool?
maybe there are. To be honest, I kind of was thinking that earlier that like I kind of want to see footstools come back as a defensive option because footstools are an anti-grab tool, and that's actually pretty relevant in certain matchups, especially for characters that go for regrabs.
What makes them an anti-grab tool?
It will can't if your opponent's in the startup of their grab or in the end leg of it, footstool will interrupt it.
Huh.
It's one of the few actions that footstool takes priority over.
Okay.
I'll be
What
100%. I'd be 100% real. If I saw this skin, I would ask my opponent to change it. Like this, that's an ugly skin. I do not like this.
I've never heard of Rapmonster playing Game and Watch.
Yeah.
And does Marth beats Game and Watch in P+.
Yeah. The thing is that there was a period of time that I know Game and Watch mains were starting to change their opinion a bit. Maybe not like extremely so, but I mean back in the 3.6 era, a lot of people
ambitious.
a lot of people
would have
were,
been better. Fair might have covered that.
yeah. The thing is, Fair doesn't have like a.
Well, it has a
hitbox
lasting
of-
hitbox.
It has a
That's the
lasting
thing.
hitbox, but
Down air? No?
yeah. Honestly, maybe an F tilt might have been best in that situation, just to have the active hitbox.
He I just realized he doesn't have tap jump off, so like that makes it a lot more precise to save your double jump when you up B.
Yeah, I'll be 100% honest. I think that tap jump off on Game & Watch is like just objectively bad. Like, because the issue is you're not dealing with like skill of the player. You're dealing with polling issues. Like, it could be much less than a frame that you have to like hit the buttons within to like ensure that you get it at the same time.
Yeah, and I mean I see that he's doing the not Game & Watch player thing where he's... Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, really
Where
cool.
he's double jumping before up being.
Yeah, might have just been feeling like the Mario wasn't cutting it. I'm guessing that Rapmonster doesn't feel comfortable in the matchup with Luigi in this case, because...
I think he's probably just choosing to play secondaries today, you know, some
You
people
think
do
so?
that.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
I suppose so.
I feel like if he was trying to really win, he would just play Luigi in general. Luigi's, like, significantly better than his other characters.
Yeah. So, Rapmonster came into prominence in the online scene then, right? Because you said they've been playing for a year?
Yes, he's only been playing for, I think it was a year or a bit less than a year. No,
Okay.
sorry, hold on. He said he played Ultimate for 1 year, then played PM for like 8 months or something like that. That's it.
Actually, yeah,
that's a Smash experience.
That's not crazy uncommon. I know a lot of people who like start in one game and then transition. Especially because
I mean, how short of a time it's been, like,
I
even
guess
in
so.
Smash
I
in
don't know.
general.
2 years in Smash is not a short time in my opinion, but it's definitely game dependent and scene dependent. Like, but I think that the reality is as Smash has progressed, it is easier to get good faster, just because of the area you exist within and like the knowledge that is out there,
Yeah,
and the resources.
it's power creep. It's
yeah.
progression of the metagame.
Yeah, and I will say that like PM, because there's like an I was talking about this with people recently. It's not just about the progression of PM's meta compared to Melee, but also just like fundamentally as a game, there's too much of a relevant cast for the same techniques to really develop in PM as in Melee in terms of like, let's do the same situation, let's do slide FDI, and let's learn like a lot of these particulars. Because you need a lot more general knowledge to play the game. And it seems like Zoe's general knowledge with Marth is going to take her through. Yeah, that's it. So nice job to Zoe. Let's get that match reported. And see what else we can get for us. I don't want to finish off winners side. I'd rather hop on down to losers and see what we can
always
find.
more interesting anyways.
I love me some losers.
I love losers. Is Chocolate Oven and Floor going on already? I'd assume Parker and Peeb are playing. No, none of them have said anything. Oh, they're Parker.
Parker and Peeb just finished by the look of it, and then Mocha beat Blitz, so Blitz is in losers. So potentially we have Blitz's matches ready to go, or we can. I think let's just clock Blitz in now.
We already had Chocolate Lovin' on stream, so.
All right, so let's do that then. Let's get that in, and we saw that Parker beat Peeb 3-1. Nice job to Parker.
Put that in.
Yeah. Oh, I was too quick on the draw for you.
I put it in anyways because Smash GG hadn't updated yet. Ha. Blitz Calamity. It is spelled CLMTY, all in lowercase, by the way.
Yes, okay. I wasn't 100% sure, but I think I've written it out on stream before.
Yes. You have.
If I'm 100% honest, in an online environment, I definitely am a lot more